Welcome, I'm Jennifer Salazar, and this is Toronto Cares. 68% of individuals living below the poverty line in the GTA actually live right here in Toronto. One organization providing a link between Torontonians in need of fundamentals like clothing is Windfall. This episode, we take a close-up look at Windfall Clothing Services, Canada's only new clothing and basic needs bank.
Care Bears pencils, 100% cashmere. Look at that material. Look how cute it is. Look at this, it's beautiful.
Windfall is Canada's only new clothing and basic needs bank. We're the only organization in Canada that receives donations of brand new clothing and other basic needs items such as shampoo, pots and pans for the kitchen, linens, and we process these items and give them out to over 90 agencies in the Toronto area. These agencies are working with the neediest citizens in our community, so people that are in shelters and group homes, people that have come to Canada recently and are trying to get a job but don't have the appropriate clothing. Windfall was started in 1991 by two women, Ina Andre and Joan Clayton. These are the same two women that founded Second Harvest, and as they were delivering the food through Second Harvest to the shelters, they noticed that the people in the shelters were really shabbily dressed. So they thought maybe we can take the same idea of taking the food that's left over and giving it to people in need, that they could maybe apply it to clothing. So they literally did it out of the trunks of their cars for a year, and they incorporated the year after, and then it just started to grow from there to the point of this 8,000 square foot warehouse. For us, it's about dignity, and we feel that there are a lot of places where people can go get used clothing, and it's wonderful that they're able to do that. But for many of these people, they've never had anything but used clothing. And it's really important when you work in the system like I have in the past, when you see the eye light up, because this item is new and it's the first time that they've ever had their first pair of jeans that no one has ever worn before, or that coat that they're going to get and is actually going to last for quite a while. Really important for children too, because children are very hard on their clothes and they wear them out. So it's often very difficult for a child to find a used snowsuit in a secondhand store because there's holes in it, they crawl around on the ground. So even more important for the kids to have stuff that's brand new and for them. We try very hard to make sure that the items are in style and in season and something that anybody else would want to wear. We try not to get donations of things that maybe are from the 70s, because there is stuff out there that's old. So we try as much as possible to be aware of the dignity that's associated with the item that we give out. We have over 80 volunteers that work with us year-round. We have about 20 partner agency placement people that come in on a regular basis. We have over 90 partner agencies in Toronto, and those partner agencies altogether serve over 64,000 people.
Dress up place.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Amazing.
Being there when both regular clothing is donated and Windfall clothing is donated is what brought me to work here. I worked at one of our partner agencies for 12 years, and it was part of my job to deal with the donations that were coming in. So the difference, and then this was high-risk teenage women, when the stuff that the general public would donate that was used would come in, and it was, it was okay, and it was like, oh great, I get to have this and I get to have that. Versus what would happen when the Windfall stuff would come in, where it was brand new, and the way that it would light up their face, and the way that it made a difference to their bottom line, because it was often stuff that they really, really needed. When this job became available, that's exactly why I came.
Oh, look.
This was $1,000 in the store.
Wow.